We're walking in Forest Park in Springfield, and Hamza and Pariya are visiting from Canada. So we are out here. It's a little bit too early in spring for the lilies to start flowering, but you can see the leaves are coming out and the ponds are getting covered with lily pads. I don't think you can hear, or you will be able to hear the bird sound that I'm hearing, but I'm hearing the red-shouldered blackbirds, who are usually the most vocal. The oaks are starting to flower. These are hydrangea bushes, which you won't believe in the summer will be completely covered with hydrangeas. These are the oak flowers up close. We spoke about the issue of pain, the power of pain, yesterday. One of the important things to understand is that, as I mentioned in that podcast, pain is feedback. Pain is feedback from the environment. So the environment is telling me something that I need to hear, something which might not be pleasant, which will not be pleasant, but it's important for me to listen to that and to pay heed and pay attention if I don't want to suffer from the consequences of that pain. If I don't pay attention to that pain, then the consequences will be worse. So, for example, in relationships, if I see, if I start seeing and feeling stress in my marriage, and that's the pain from the marriage. The usual reaction is defensiveness. The usual reaction is to get angry, to blame the other partner for not understanding, for not being accommodative, for not being empathetic, and whatever. But instead of that usual reaction, if I reflect on this and say, well, what is this pain telling me? What's the environment trying to say to me? Then the results are far more positive and beneficial, because the environment is giving you a message and saying, look, something going wrong here. It's like a creaky tire, creaky spring. It's something that, in your car, a grating sound in the engine. There are some sounds. There's a squeaky sound which are not so bad, but there are grating sounds which are very much more to be feared, because they're showing metal on metal, and metal on metal is never a good idea. So when that happens, then if you ignore it, then you will have a breakdown, because something will break. Now that's what also happens when you look at pain in relationships, which is different kinds of issues, and you need to be able to distinguish between the issues and say which is a more serious one. Less serious issues, yes, maybe sometimes it's the wisest thing, wisest course of action. The best thing to do is to do nothing. Just leave it as it is. That is an option. That is sometimes the best option, but it's not always the best option. Like any option, no option is always the best option. So also this. So is the ability to discern and take the right decision obviously is crucial. We have a mallard which is in the air, and we have Canadian goose, which has come to greet my Canadian friends. So pain is feedback, ignored at our own peril. So that's the important thing I want to leave with you. Now, what happens when we have pain? The thing which a lot of people mistakenly do is we do two things. One is we give excuses, and the second one is we have or leave room for appeals. You say, okay, another time, give me a second chance. Now, of course, obviously within limits, there may be a genuine excuse, and the key word there is, of course, genuine. And of course, where a second chance can be given legitimately, it should be given, because that's how you also learn and you try to improve. But just as a matter of as a flag in your thinking, I want to propose to you the following: that you might be the biggest billionaire, trillionaire in the world. You might be the commander-in-chief of a major army. You might have an army of lawyers. You might have an army of a military army at your disposal. You might have all of these things. And then imagine that you have gone to this beautiful viewpoint in the Rockies, and you're standing. It's absolutely fantastic viewpoint, and you're standing at the edge of a cliff, and you ask your friend to take a picture, and your friend is trying to get you in the right position. He says, you take a step to the left, take half a step to the right, take half a step back, and next thing you know, you're flying through space, and 500 feet later you hit the rocks. And your army of engineers and your army of lawyers and your army of whatever cannot help you. All the billions in the world cannot help you. There are no excuses. There is no second chance. This is nature. This is reality. There are so many wonderful videos of this on YouTube, of an impala which is running and trying to escape a leopard attack. There's absolutely one of the best ones. I'll try and see if I can put that into this, is where an impala is running from something, maybe lions, big impala stag, and he comes over a rise, and there's a leopard, and it looks like a female from the picture. It's not a very big leopard, and the impala is definitely as heavy as that leopard, maybe heavier. So this impala is coming over that rise, absolutely full tilt, galloping, and this leopard is on the slope waiting. And as this impala comes over the rise, the leopard attacks. The impala hits the leopard square and knocks it over. The leopard flips over. The impala trips, one single trip. The leopard flips over, flips completely 360, and grabs the impala by the throat. And that's it. Now think about that. Think about what we are used to thinking as what is fair, what is not fair. Now here is the situation where this impala put everything into that run, because it's a matter of life and death for the impala. There's nothing left, which is put every single thing, nothing left in the reserves, and he's running. doing his best, absolutely. Takes one single misstep. One single misstep. He didn't go in the wrong direction. You can't say he didn't make enough effort. Nothing. It's one single misstep, and the cost of that, the price of that, is death. No second chances, no appeals. The problem with second chances and appeals is that the more you give appeals, options for appeals, the more you accept excuses, you create a society of attorneys. That's what we've done in this country. Society of attorneys. These are close-ups of beautiful oak flowers. See how much beauty there is in these things. So I mean, this is a small but so pretty. Absolutely beautiful. So as they say, if you create a society which has room for excuses and appeals, you will have a proliferation of both excuses and appeals. You will have a society that is comprised of attorneys and their clients. Now, having said that, as I said, in our relationships, in our lives, in our careers, everything is not a life and death situation, and there is room sometimes for a genuine appeal. And if it is genuine, I said the keyword is genuine, then allowing that appeal or giving a second chance is not illegal. But always keep that in mind, that when you do that, you're somehow losing your edge. Right first time is always better than right second time or right third time. So pain is a feedback mechanism. Second thing I want to say about pain is pain also is a breakthrough. You don't feel the pain if you are not at your peak. Pain comes only at the limit, and almost always pain shows that limits are only in the mind, because you break through the pain, you have set a new limit for yourself, you have set a new goal for yourself. So as somebody wiser than me said, no one knows the best that they can do. Nobody knows the best that they can do. So think about that. Keep at it. Don't let the pain stop you, because the pain is only an indication to say, I am at what I used to think of as my limit. But when I break through that pain, I have now a new goal, a new target. So don't let the pain stop you. That's the second thing with respect to pain. Third thing is what to do when you have the pain. First thing is, yes, break through the pain, but don't let the pain break you. So take stock. What am I doing wrong? What should I change? Do that before something breaks. Then think of alternatives and say, I was doing this, whatever it was, in this way. How can I do it differently? How can I change that? Make it different. I remember reading about this a very extremely fancy restaurant in France, which had a Fontainebleau chef who was known for his fabulous cuisine and so on. Obviously very expensive. So this couple, they go there, it's their anniversary. It's a very special day for them. They go there, they order their food, and something goes wrong. Things are not the way they want it at all, and it's absolutely the wrong day, wrong time for that to happen, because this is their special day. They wanted everything to be perfect, and things are not perfect. So now they're getting irritated. The waiter is fumbling, he doesn't know what to do, and someone tells the chef who owns that restaurant. The chef comes out and he says to them, "Excuse me, ma'am, sir, how can I request you? Could you please stand up from the table?" And they get up on the table, and the chef rips the tablecloths off the table. And I'm saying the word rip very clearly because he just picks up one end of it and snatches it, so it goes, comes out, removes all the silverware, all the glassware, gets a fresh tablecloth, sets it, and all this while these people are watching. And then he holds the lady's chair and says, "Ma'am, please have a seat." So have a seat, and says, "Sir, ma'am, can I take your order?" So what he's doing there is saying, whatever bad experience you had never happened. Forget it. This is a new beginning. And this is going to be your perfect day. He serves them this fantastic meal, and at the end of the meal, he gives them a bouquet of flowers, and he says, "This is on me." Now imagine the effect of that, the effect of handling that mistake, the effect of recovery. And that's why in customer service we say that good recovery from bad service produces more customer loyalty than you would have if the service had gone right in the first place. Now obviously that doesn't mean don't do it right. It just means that if something does go wrong, it's not the end of the world. It does not have to be the end of the world. You can recover, you should recover, but make sure you recover in a way which itself is unique, a way in which that way itself will stand out in the perception of the customer. I'm just using the word customer. It applies to whoever we interact with in any kind of relationship. It's not necessarily somebody who's paying you for a service. Alright, that's enough for today, and I hope you have a lovely day. We are in spring that doesn't seem to spring. The winter seems to be very reluctant to go back to where it came from. The temperature here now is about 6 or 7 degrees Celsius positive, and there's a wind, so it's pretty cold. And but alhamdulillah, it's bright sunlight, and it's really very beautiful. So until next time, let's hear your comments and feedback, and do subscribe to the channel. It's free.